Prosperity and abundance to everyone tuning in. I am Mrs.Melanin, and it is an honor and a pleasure to be back with you all. So I really want to speak about what's on my mind, or what's been on my spirit for quite some time actually. And I don't know what the title will be yet, but I'll just go ahead and express everything. So one of the main things I've been thinking about in my transition, and as I am reawakening to a different aspect of not only my own existence, but obedience to the Most High and things of that nature. I'm really realizing that you have to build that relationship and take your time as you learn. There are so many different ways of, let me not say ways, there's so many different ideologies out here. And I'm talking about within the respect of the Most High. I'm not even talking about all the other schools of thoughts, but you have so many different people who are striving towards their salvation in a certain way and things that they believe strongly. For example, you'll have individuals who will say, well, wearing weave is not of the Most High. You'll have people that say makeup is not of the Most High. You'll have women who stress modesty and let you know that certain clothing, like you have to be like you have to have everything covered. You can't have your neck bone showing. You can't have anything showing. And with all of those different things, like some people say you shouldn't be wearing jewelry and things of that nature, right? What really was placed on my spirit is that your relationship with the Most High dictates your salvation. And obviously that is something that you also have to take with a grain of salt, you know, especially coming from me. I would not advise anyone to even, you know, follow. Of course, you're not supposed to follow anybody, but I'm not an example. I can't be an example to anybody. But I'm learning that what feels more comfortable for me, what feels more natural, is to learn as I go. So things that I am guided to, or things that I'm guided to get rid of, it is important for me to do that. Also, as I learn and I study the word and things of that nature, that can also help me strategically get myself together. And I have an elder that I trust. I found an assembly that I really resonate with, and an elder that I trust in how he speaks and how he speaks freely and honestly. So I listen to that as well. But ultimately, I realized that in order for this journey to be organic and natural for me, I have to take my time. So there are some things that I said I wasn't gonna do that I have actually doubled back on. And the reason being is because I was experiencing a season of narcissistic abuse. And with that comes a stripping of your identity. Now, I do realize that stripping of identity is very purposed. However, I'm kind of recalibrating to see what was I really being guided to get rid of, and was I just panicking and just listening to people and how they're going about things and all of that. So I'm really just recentering myself and finding, okay, well, this is my relationship with the Most High. This is how I'm going to navigate this. I'm nowhere near perfect. I am still striving, but I don't want to force things upon myself because I don't want to severely backslide, if that makes sense. So it's more so like right now for me, I apologize. I was just thinking about, I really should take another speech class so that I can stop saying like so much and I can really articulate myself with another level of strength. But anyways, that's what's feeling really natural to me. So I really wanted to bring that just because I know there's so many questions. Well, is this of the Most High? Is it that of the Most High? Is this right? Is that right? And a lot of things people will tell you no because they're in a season of, not a season, but for Christianity, for example, which I don't identify as Christian. I think a lot of people mistake me for that because they hear me talking about the Most High. They hear me articulating my appreciation for some of the similarities of Christianity, but I'm not Christian. I don't identify as that. I'm not religious at all. And I know people say Christianity is not a religion, is whatever, but to me, it's a religion. But I don't identify with that. I just simply know that building a relationship with the Most High is powerful. It's necessary, and I was guided towards that. I was looking for that discipline. I was seeking that. And in my pursuit of seeking that, I found Yahweh. So that's why I'm standing where I am. I'm changing things in my environment. I'm doing what is working for me, because I was in a season of my life where so many things could have went wrong. Like I said, I call on that name Yahweh, and so many things to this day. I'm provided and protected. I am provided for and protected, divinely led and divinely protected. That is a power. And I've always known this favor was over my life. I just could not pinpoint specifically, you know. When I got into a line of thinking of just spirituality and doing all those things, it was in the pursuit of divinity. It was not something I was doing for power, something I was doing to stand out. I felt a shift within myself. And now that I've had this awakening, I do feel a belonging when it comes to Yahweh. I feel a belonging, I feel a sense of peace, and I've been in such a peaceful state since then. I've seen that instant shift. I've been able to rest in it. So initially with this video, what I really want to get across is that I'm just taking my time with things. Like, I'm not forcing myself. I'm not about to sit up here, and I really don't want to get to that phase where I'm like demeaning people or making people feel less than. I know that I do not resonate with the reprobate mind. I really don't. And that's one of the strongest bonds, one of the strongest things that has brought me to Yahweh, because the reprobate mind is very dangerous. It's dangerous, very dangerous. And like I said, I was seeking that discipline. A lot of people don't understand, even within myself. I know that certain things can be triggering because we're not ready for it, because we want to do things our way. But there is a divine way to go about things, and I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still striving for that. I'm also in the midst of that. I'm not trying to do it in a religious, cultish way, which is why I really resonate with the Assembly of Yahweh, because it's not like Christianity. It just feels like more of what I was looking for. Since I started my journey in 2012, when I let go of religion, like, that connection to the Most High, though, is still relevant. There's still discipline that goes along with it. There's still something that you have to put in order to get out. And in this season of my life, I'm just really, I know that authenticity. I know my heart and my spirit. When my heart and my spirit are in the right place, the Most High is pleased with me. So when it comes to things like, for example, one of the things that was very off-putting about some sisters that I seen, some Hebrew Israelite sisters that I seen, is like, they use modesty as like, how can I say it? It's kind of like in a narcissistic way. Like, okay, I'm modest. Like, how y'all dress like that and y'all expect men to treat you a certain way, which I understand where they're coming from, but I feel like they use that as like a superpower. Like, how can I put it? It's kind of like, oh, I'm modest, you're not, so I'm better than you, if that makes sense. And what came to my spirit was, modesty is an energy. You can be covered from head to toe, but if your heart and your mind and your spirit is not right, the Most High is not stupid just because you're covered from head to toe. Being covered from head to toe might fool the everyday person. It might fool man, but it's not going to fool the Most High. So there's people out here that in their culture, all they know is like nakedness or nudity, but they're not in a spirit and they're not in a mindset of lust as we normally are here where we are. So again, it goes back to the heart and the spirit, and a lot of these things are subjective, you know? So I want to wrap it up right there, and we'll speak more about it later. I'm Mrs. Melanin, and it's been an honor and a pleasure to speak with you all.